Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. Today, we're going to be talking about this massive conjunction of the North Node, Mars, and Uranus in the sign of Taurus. This is the first time in 2,300 years, roughly, that this particular conjunction is happening. It's a really, really big deal. What makes this energy even more of a big deal is the fact that it is happening, it is exacting on August 1st, 7 days before the Lionsgate portal. And so this is really an opening energy that's ushering us through and into this 8-8 portal, this Lionsgate portal. These energies are very interconnected. And I did get into them, and it is very similar to the Lionsgate energy. So I highly recommend that anybody who has not watched the 8-8 portal video, watch the 8-8 portal video. There's going to be a lot of energy in there and a lot of information in there relating to this conjunction. But we're going to pull some cards on this energy in this video as well. And we're going to talk about the significance of this energy. As many are aware, Uranus has been in Taurus for quite some time now. Uranus spends many years in a sign. And so Uranus has been moving through Taurus, really shaking things up, as Uranus likes to do when it comes to the things that Taurus represents. So this is our financial institutions. These are our collective values and ideals, what's important to us, what holds meaning for us. This is also on an individual and personal level, our self-worth, how it is that we view and love ourselves, and our relationship to the material world. So these energies have very much been in a state of constant changing and shifting and revolutionizing as Uranus has moved through the sign. And anybody like me who has strong Taurus placements has really been feeling this energy. This year, we have the North Node in the sign of Taurus with the South Node in the sign of Scorpio. And there's actually a separate video on this. If you guys want to dig around and check that out, I'm not sure which playlist I have that video in, but just look at what sounds like it would make sense. And if you go through a few of those, you will find the video on the nodes in Taurus and Scorpio. This is a big energy that we've been working with throughout 2022. I like to refer to this axis as the axis of enlightenment. And so we're working with these energies of Taurus, these energies of presence, of being, of seeing and understanding the material world as spiritual. And we're working, of course, with the nodes, with these energies of Scorpio, bringing the shadow to light, merging the shadow with the totality of the being. We're mastering our physical material world with the Taurus energy, and we're mastering our emotional and mental world with the sign of Scorpio. And when we are able to do this and bring these energies together, this is when we achieve that state of enlightenment, which is why I like to call this the axis of enlightenment. So we've been working with these energies, this North Node in Taurus. This is the energy that we're really moving into, that we're really being called to embrace. And we talk about this a lot when we talk about this energy of being fully incarnated. And what does that mean? That means being fully present and anchored here in this earthly experience of seeing and understanding and experiencing the physical body and the material world as spiritual. Really coming to know and honor our body as our temple. This has been a journey of self-love. Taurus rules that second house. It is about the material world and material wealth. But even more so, it's about what we value, what has meaning to us, and how we value ourselves. And we talk about this all the time on this channel. The fact that the way we value ourselves is most directly reflected through our finances and our relationships. And so we're seeing with and we're working with all of these different energies. And so we have this energy of Uranus, right? Uranus, who is the change maker. Uranus brings through those downloads, that divine inspiration. It is connected to the higher universal intelligence, being the higher octave of Mercury. It represents freedom, liberation, change. Yes, sometimes chaos. So we have this energy in the sign of Taurus, meeting up with this North Node. The North Node representing where we're going, representing our purpose, our higher path, the energy that we are evolving into. So there's both of these, both Uranus and the North Node represent evolution. All right. And then we have the energy of Mars, our masculine energy, our drive, our willpower, our stamina, our ability to exert our will in the world, right? To take action. So when we have all of these energies aligning, it is like a literal bolt of lightning. All right. So we can expect a lot of interesting developments when it comes to our life path, when it comes to our life purpose, when it comes to the energy that we're evolving into, and all the energies that we just discussed that are represented, that Taurus is representative of. All right. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so we're looking at the energies of Venus as well. Venus rules all of these things that we were just talking about: love, romance, finances, relationships, connection, all of that material stuff. And so we can expect some, I think, unexpected developments, right? We can expect the unexpected. We can expect a lot of divine inspiration. Divine timing is a phrase that really comes into mind with this conjunction. So things coming into that perfect divine timing. Things really beginning to kick off in a way that they haven't before. And us really getting some concrete guidance, I guess you might want to say, or having some revelations or epiphanies surrounding our life purpose and the path that we can take to get there. What am I meant to do next? So many of us, we have this question on our minds, right? What is my purpose on this planet? Why am I here? What am I here to do? Or we have a general idea of what we're here to do, but we don't know the nuts and bolts of it. We don't know what that next step is. Many of us have felt paralyzed, not really sure what that next step is to take. And so this energy is going to do one of two things. It's going to assist us in figuring out what that next step is, or it is going to move us if we've known what that next step is and we just haven't been willing to take it. This energy is going to move us in that direction. It is going to essentially be the equivalent of that person behind us kind of pushing us forward. All right. And so this is energy that was designed to make us move. At the same time, in the sign of Taurus, it's not a race. All right. We're being shown the next step, but it's a process. All right. And we're beginning to see and understand and appreciate that. This is all about, like we said, divine timing, really coming to appreciate that divine timing. All right. And coming to appreciate that there's a natural progression to things. And being okay with that natural progression. Taurus energy isn't trying to rush to get anywhere. However, Taurus energy knows exactly where it's going, and it will reach that destination. And so that's the energy that we're employing with Mars and Taurus, is that slow and steady wins the race, but we're still going to move, all right? We are not going to stay stuck. This is not the aspect of Taurus energy that a lot of people laugh about when they chuckle about, the bull standing still, just chewing on the grass in the middle of the field, all right? The bull is moving. He's just doing so at his own pace. But that pace is going to be different for different people, all right? I don't know if you guys have ever seen a bull charge, but when a bull is motivated enough to move quickly, it does. All right, so for some of us, there may be some moves that we have to make quickly. All right, there may be a level of intensity and momentum to this. For some people, it's going to be those slow, steady movements forward. But either way, that path forward is being illuminated, and we are getting that push to go, to move forward. This energy is very much for a lot of people. It's service. It's our path of service to humanity. It's our path of service, more importantly, to our own souls. What did your soul come here to experience in this lifetime? Because your soul is ready. Whatever that next thing is that it came here to do, to know, it's ready to do that now. It's ready to know that now. And it's ready to take the action necessary. This is about our individual evolution process. And Uranus, being a collective planet, is also, it's about our collective evolutionary process. Where are we going as a world, right? As a global community? How are we moving forward? Where are we being asked to progress? Where are we being asked to shift and change, and how can we do that together in a unified manner? All right, I want to pull some cards for you guys. Clear. We're going to pull from the Starseer's Tarot. Let's get some energy for this conjunction of Uranus, the North Node, and Mars. This is the energy of the revolutionary. Where is revolution calling in your own life? Where are you being led? Are you ready to answer that call? This is very much that energy that we talk about sometimes, that move or be moved energy. Oh, interesting. We talked about answering that call, right? And then we have the devil with the King of Wands, and see the devil holding out his hand there? So what I'm feeling from this is, for some people, around this conjunction as well, your passions are going to be calling you. But there's going to be this energy of like being wary. What is a positive, beneficial passion for you? And what is like a passion that's going to pull you back into old energies? Right? Because there's this old energy. It's like the dance with the devil kind of energy here. All right. So are there old habits, old people, old relationships trying to pull you back in? And is this a test from the universe? Are you ready to move forward, or are you moving backward? Are you able to leave the things in the past that need to be left in the past? Can you differentiate? And remember, with Taurus energy, this is something we have to look at, because Taurus energy does enjoy pleasure, right? It does enjoy the finer things in life. Taurus energy is it is the earthiest of all the signs, okay? It is the energy that is ruled by the senses. And so there is this danger. Just as complacency can be a danger with Taurus energy, we're not really feeling complacency with this alignment of energies here, all right? But we are perhaps feeling this, there's this possibility to fall into old habits and patterns if we're not careful. So we want to be aware of that. We want to be aware that we are ruling our passions are not ruling us. There is a difference. Tell me more about this devil energy. This King of Wands. For some people, the devil is a fire sign. Literally somebody from your past knocking on your door here. We got the High Priestess coming out. Ooh, all right. Mystery. Some things are unknown. Tell us more. The Two of Cups. All right, so there's definitely some love and soulmate energy going on here for people. This is where you have to differentiate. You have to use your own intuition to differentiate who deserves a place in your life, especially if it's an energy from the past or a new energy coming in. And for some people, we're talking love here in this particular spread, but this can extend for everyone to anything, all right? You have new opportunities or options coming in. But are they new, or are they the same old thing dressed up in prettier packaging or different packaging? That's what we're going to be asked to figure out. That's what we're going to need to know and understand as we're moving through this energy. Yeah, that's the call we have to make. We have to discern for ourselves. Do we want to end up in another karmic situation, another karmic go-round? Is this another karmic go-round? Can we recognize the signs? Let's get some more energy here. The Eight of Cups and the Magician coming out. I just thought, now you see me, now you don't. It's like making things disappear. Yeah, I feel like for somebody here, there's this energy of you walked away from someone or something, and they've been setting some really powerful intentions to get you back. Whether this is a person that you left that you were in a relationship with, whether this is a job that you left, a family or a situation that you walked away from. Somebody's been putting a lot of time and energy into trying to manifest you into their reality, or back into their reality, it feels like. Tell me more. Emperor. I feel like the Emperor is who. That's the who. We have this Five of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. So there's this evolution of energy here from the Page to the Queen. Then we got the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. It's like somebody's been on this journey of really learning about themselves, of really growing. And like, this has been a journey of the mind more than anything. Like a lot of self-doubt, a lot of nagging, a lot of maybe, somebody who found themselves very vulnerable to the thoughts and opinions of others and really had to learn how to free their minds and find their own sovereignty. Is the energy that I'm getting here. This is like, oh, this is interesting. This feels like deprogramming, reverse indoctrination. Somebody who was indoctrined into a specific belief system and really freed themselves from that. Somebody who had a lot of people who had influence over them and freed themselves from that influence. That's what this feels like to me. That's what I'm getting here, and that's what the Emperor is. Yeah, so backtracking now to these cards for this energy that's coming out. It's like somebody became the Magician and the Emperor when they walked away from this indoctrination, reprogrammed their mind, gained sovereignty over their mental space, and that is bringing them, that's bringing them, or bringing you everything that you could have ever wanted and desired. All right, that was the devil for somebody. Was this indoctrination? It almost feels like a cult-like energy. Doesn't mean it was an actual cult. I've been watching a lot of documentaries on cults. I find them very fascinating. Just people and the ways that their minds can be manipulated. It's very interesting to me. So that may be why I'm thinking that. It may not be a literal cult, but think about it. Society as we know it, the 3D matrix, that's a cult, right? It's all indoctrination. It's all getting us to believe something, to have a herd mentality. All right? Sheeps to the slaughter, if you will. So it's like breaking free from this energy. That's what I'm feeling. Regardless of if any of these little scenarios that we've delved into have resonated with people. It's about us breaking free, liberating ourselves, liberating our minds, walking away from disempowerment, walking away from that which doesn't serve us, walking away from I'm feeling too like the excessive needs and expectations of others, and really gaining our own sense of sovereignty. And that's bringing in love, that's bringing in partnership. Five of Cups and the Page of Cups. But yeah, this energy keeps coming back in, you guys. There is somebody with this energy here too who's really thinking of someone they let go or somebody they lost. Really trying to bring somebody back in. So this could definitely be a soulmate. Somebody that it seems like the likelihood is very, very slim. It almost seems hopeless, but really continuing to dream of this reconciliation, Temperance, this coming back together, this healing. And like for some people this may be happening. The World. If it's meant to be. If it's meant to be, it may come full circle. But like we said, in these scenarios, we have to use the discernment. Is this really what's meant to be, or is this just, you know, another cycle of the same BS, you know what I mean? We have the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Juggling options, choices. Wheel on the bottom of the deck with the Hierophant. I want to pull from the Akashic Tarot now. Clear. What this tells me is that ultimately, if you follow your own guidance, your intuition, you'll make the right choice. If you're thinking of adding anyone or anything into your life, are they a team player? Is this something that will bring more? Clear. That will enrich your life. Not detract from it, not distract from it. Let's get some guidance for this conjunction. Uranus, Mars, North Node. Got Three of Keys coming out. The chess game. Interesting. Strategy. What else wants to come out with that? The Divine Physician. Interesting. I always forget which is which. They relate to the different suits in the tarot. It's just a little different with the Akashic Tarot. Let's see here. Doesn't matter. Three of Keys. think that's Pentacles, maybe. I think the keys are Pentacles. Let's see. A game is in play upon this chessboard. Some of the pieces are sidelined while the bronze queen lies on her side on the playing field. The people represented by these chess pieces are not usually those you meet for enjoyable pastimes. This is a card of political and social conflict. You may be in store for difficult interactions in group settings such as boards of directors, corporate hierarchies, management disruptions, or conflicted family situations. Those sides seem to be clearly divided. Many of the people involved are really out for themselves. Deceit is present, and you may not be at all certain about everyone's motives or strategies. It's time for you to take an emotional or even an actual step back. The more you get involved and the stronger you hold your position, the more heated the situation may become. No matter how challenging, try to maintain an inner peace. Don't participate in any battles or allegiances, but don't let yourself be deceived either. Look at everything coolly and unemotionally. The people around you are serving their own agendas. Try to detach, be objective, and treat everyone involved from a deeper source of wisdom without being misled. There may come a time for you to leave or distance yourself from the situation, but because of circumstances, it might not be here yet. For now, let yourself be a knowing observer and watch. And so this speaks to the collective energies, for one thing, right? As we're watching this chess game, we're watching the powers that be, right? As they're struggling to keep control, to see 5 moves ahead. All right, but there's this other beautiful energy here. And this reminds me of Jesus, right? And it makes me think of the return of Christ consciousness. All right? So this is us embracing our inner healers, stepping into our healing path, right? Bringing this energy of Christ consciousness to this planet. And that's the chess game, right? They're trying to win before we're able to anchor this energy in. But this energy becomes more and more prevalent on this planet every day. Yeah. So this is the energy of keeping a cool head in situations where you know that that people are, it's like people attempting to play mind games with you. People attempting to assert a level of control over you. And it becoming more and more clear and apparent where this is happening. That's why we're being asked to step back and be the observer. All right, it may not be time to react yet, but we can observe and notice where we're noticing this energy taking place. And if there is somebody that is playing us like a pawn in this game of chess, can we be the divine healer? Right? The divine physician. Can we heal whatever wounds it is that they are playing, that they are using to play us, so to speak? Right? To force our hand. This is also, this is a warning with the chess game and the divine physician together here. This is a warning to be careful of false light and false prophets. To be careful of people who present themselves as one way but are something different. And we have a lot of people like that in the spiritual community, right? We have a lot of people who started with good intentions and then kind of their energy got infiltrated or they got thrown off course. All right, we also have some people who started with not so great intentions and still have not so great intentions. All right, there's a lot of people who portray themselves as one thing when they truly are another. And this is where that discernment energy comes back again. Our ability to discern, to tap into our higher knowing, to tap into our gut. All right, so this is a time where false prophets are being highlighted. We're seeing where these people are being revealed. And it may not be that they're called out directly, but it's when we sit back and observe, we're able to, it becomes more clear to us because we are more tuned in and tapped into our own second sight. All right. So pay attention to these people as they reveal themselves through their actions. And this is not to say that there are not true spiritual leaders, that there are not true mentors and gurus and people out there, right? But know that you are your own guru as well. All right, and just be skeptical and be discerning. And I think it's really interesting that I was telling you guys about how how I'm intrigued with cults and stuff like that, and I've been watching some documentaries on that lately, right? Because what is a cult? A cult is, there's typically one person at the helm of this who has a very strong belief system that he sells to a whole bunch of people, and they follow him. They devote themselves to this figure, to this person, wholeheartedly, right? Complete and utter devotion. All right? Their own beliefs, their own values are stripped away, right? They are brainwashed and trained to believe whatever this person believes, to ultimately believe in this person. Okay? So we want to be, and we have a very cult-like mind state in this world, right? So many things that we're indoctrinated to believe in. And I think that this is one of the things that's happening collectively right now, is people are beginning to become aware of the indoctrination. All right? And this is where those values, right, that Uranus and Taurus energy, these values are shifting. People are realizing, wait a minute, this person doesn't represent my truth and my values. This person doesn't even represent what they're claiming to me their truths and values are. Like, their actions are not aligning with their words. And it almost makes me want to laugh. Because how long have we had leaders and people in positions of power whose actions did not line up with their words? It happens so often that it's expected, right? Like, how ridiculous is this? Nobody stops to think about this. But how ridiculous is it that we expect our leaders to lie to us? That when they're out on, talking about, like, in my country, people campaign, we go through the whole horse and pony show. All right? And people expect that what's set out on the campaign trail is not going to happen in real life. They say, oh, they just say that to get elected. Everybody knows that, and we just agree upon it, but we're fine. We're fine with it. Right? This is the kind of ridiculousness and hypocrisy that is really going to start, like, people are going to start noticing this more and more and being like, wait a minute. Why are we saying that this is okay? Right? Why are we simply allowing this energy to continue to persist? Yeah, it's like the wool is being removed from people's eyes is what this energy feels like. All right, anything else here? We have the lightning bolt, 8 of forces with birth. This is powerful energy. Right, that lightning bolt, that's very much the energy of Uranus right there. That energy of liberation, of change. Let's see. A time of splitting apart. Loss, disappointment, or even metaphorical death. So death and rebirth. All right? This lightning bolt, it's like the Tower card in the tarot. Now it's time to accept the situation and not fight what's so. There is benefit coming, but it often takes an ending to bring forth a new beginning and a storm to cleanse the field. So there's going to be some energies churning and burning, you guys, during this first week of August here. All right. And we've been talking about this over and over again, and we talk about it in the 7-7 portal video, in the 8-8 Lionsgate video. All right, this energy of this next mass awakening, this next wave of awakening souls. All right, and the dark night of the soul that they're going to be plunged into. That's what this energy is all about. And I want to reiterate, this is reminding us, even in the spiritual community, especially maybe in the spiritual community, be aware of people who present one thing to you, but really bring another. All right, don't just blindly follow anyone. You know, I say the same goes for me. Listen to what I have to say, discern, see what actually resonates. All right? Don't trust anybody who tells you they know the whole truth, that they see and understand everything. Don't trust anybody who tries to tell you what to believe. All right? Let's see. And of course, the birth is all about the new start. This is interesting. Even this new beginning has its roots in your deepest histories and your past lives. There may be some labor involved, but it's a labor that bears fruit. Prepare for the wonderful growth and opportunities that are about to come. Through the splitting, through the severing, comes the rebirth. The death of the old paradigm, the death of the old you. The death of the old belief system, right? The death of the old order brings the new. All right, but this isn't the new world order that that certain powers and energies that be have decided to bring about. This is the one that you get to bring about for yourself. This is the one that we collectively get to create. All right, we're taking that power back. On the bottom of the deck, we have Hilarion, which I believe is similar and akin to the Hierophant. See. The master of research, science, truth, healing, truth. There we go. Truth, knowledge. The acquiring of truth and knowledge. All right. Is there anything that I want to close with here for you guys? Yeah, I'll close with a Shaman's Dream card. Let's get some closing guidance from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Clear. Closing guidance for this conjunction of Uranus, Mars, and the North Node in Taurus. 2,300 years since the last time we had this conjunction. It's a long time, my friends. We have the galactic mushroom, the divine matrix, coming out with heart home, compassion. Navigating the divine matrix with compassion from this heart center as opposed to the head. Navigating with love and not fear. And the unmarked trail revelation. Yeah, it's just the same energy over and over again, right? Revelations, downloads, new understandings, epiphanies, and truths revealed. But at the end of the day, regardless of the course that this energy takes, what it's serving to do is bring us more deeply at home within our hearts. All right? To show us where it is that maybe we've wandered away from our hearts, and to bring us back home. And really the revelations and the understandings that we have are what assist us in beginning this, really earnestly beginning this process of rewriting the story, recoding the matrix, right? Clear. All right, yeah, I'm not feeling, this isn't what I want for you guys. I do want a closing card. I think we're going to go with the Sacred Earth Oracle. That's not what I wanted either. There we go. Go with the Earth Warriors Oracle. Get some closing guidance for my Earth Warriors from the Earth Warriors Oracle. Clear. Closing guidance for this, excuse me, for this massive, once-in-a-lifetime conjunction. First week of August, leading us toward that 8-8 portal. What guidance do we have for my Earth Warriors? What does Spirit want us to know? We have Totemic Puma coming out. Power Awakening. Ooh, I love it. And I love it. We've been talking about the metamorphosis, right? The caterpillar becoming the butterfly. And we got the monarch on the bottom there with the puma. I'm going to read this to you guys to close. This is card number 3. I'll hold this up for you guys again. And we have Alakoa, Spirit of the Warrior, card 34 on the bottom of the deck there. I am Puma. I awaken within you the vigorous energy, fierce power, and ability to act without hesitation when the moment is right. My patience and strategy, my preparation and precision, my fearlessness and decisiveness are now your own. Allow my sacred medicine to fill your soul and bring courage to your heart. You have come into your power. You've got this. Do not let fear or hesitation hold you back. Apply yourself fully to the task. Let go of old ways of viewing yourself as incapable, scattered, or wasteful of energy. You have the ability to focus intently, to generate clear intention, and to achieve your ambitions through methodical steps and an applied will. You have the internal resources you need for successful completion. Even if no one else recognizes your potential and believes in your future success, in due course they will understand differently. By then you will already be moving on to your next task. Trust your sense of timing. Have patience. When you know it is the time to leap, do so without hesitation. Puma moves through your soul as guardian and guide. When Puma appears, it is a significant sign that you have come into your power. Puma moves with stealth and silence. Observing, being patient as she narrows her focus. She cultivates energy so that the correct amount of inner power for the outer action is there when needed. When she strikes, it is with precision and effectiveness. She doesn't waste energy. She chooses her opportunities. Hesitation is not in her nature. There is no time or energy for doubt and uncertainty when one is fully engaged in conscious participation in the moment. I'm going to read that again. There is no time or energy for doubt and uncertainty when one is fully engaged in conscious participation in the moment. You may wonder if this sounds much like you. You may consider yourself to be, at least sometimes, more of a doubter than one prone to fearlessness and certainty. Yet the soul medicine of Puma builds within us silently. We may not even realize that her power is there until all of a sudden, when it is needed, we act with unerring focus and unwavering commitment. We literally didn't know we had it in us until the time came, and an attitude of swift, unfailing responsiveness somehow rose up from within. Puma moves with stealth until the right moment to act is upon her. Then she leaves her cover behind and, with unwavering focus, she strikes. You are guided by her to keep your motives, plans, and preparation out of public view. Attend to your work. Become ready to be it rather than talk about it. Part of this medicine is strategy, planning, visualizing the end result. This requires simplicity and clarity, and I really want to emphasize visualizing the end result. Not the way that we get there, visualizing the end result. Even if the destiny you are seeking to manifest is big and bold, there will still be simple steps to take along the way. Puma is the huntress with singular focus. She goes after what is required in that moment, one step at a time, and thereby attains her goals. She strikes successfully because she works precisely. Take time to formulate your goals and go after them one by one, with a sense of patience and calculated timing. Take charge of the situation by your willingness to be patient, to bide your time, to cultivate energy and courage, and trust your intuition to leap when you know the right moment is upon you. Puma might bring us power we need to step up into a new role, seize control of a failing project, cut off a toxic situation in our lives, or cease unhelpful negative self-talk in our own mind. She indicates that a changing relationship with power is available to you now. If you have been repelled by negative uses of power by others, or even yourself, recognize this and let it go. Forgive. Give yourself the chance to open up to using your power in a safe and wise way. And there are so many of us who have developed this fear of power or this aversion to power because of the way we've seen it used by others, or the way that we have even personally used it before in the past. All right, but it's time to heal those wounds around power so that we can step back into our power, reclaim our birthright, right? Let's see. Know that you are smart enough to learn from what didn't honor your soul in the past. When you ask for Great Spirit to guide you from within your heart, your movements in the world shall benefit more than only yourself. This right use of power, surrendered and in service to the great power of the divine, right? This is the difference. Will help you overcome your reluctance and lay claim to your will. You need your will to transform inspiration into action. The world truly needs this from you. Whatever it is that you dream of attaining or the desire to do in this world, Puma arrives with this message. You have the power. Boom. Done. Enough said right there, you guys. That is beautiful. I think that sums it all up. Clear. You have the power. That power is yours. All right? You are deserving of it. You have earned it. You know how to use it wisely and safely. You can trust yourself to do so. I was afraid of my own power for a long time because I had these inklings of past lifetimes where I abused it, as we all have. I've seen, they have that quote, absolute power corrupts absolutely. All right. I was afraid for a very long time. But then I came to realize that I'm not the person that I was in past lifetimes where I abused my power. And I'm certainly not the people that I see abusing power today. All right. I have a respect for that power. I have a respect for myself. I have a respect for humanity. And I have a deep, abiding desire from the heart, right? It talked about when it comes from the heart to bring healing to myself and to the world. All right. And that's what makes the difference. It's our intention. It's not power that's to blame. It's what we do with it. All right. Nothing in and of itself is inherently evil. It's how we use it. Money is not evil. It's what we do with it. Power is not evil. It's how we use it. All right. So what are you going to do with it? How are you going to use it? How are you going to play the game? All right. I love you guys. You are amazing. If you enjoyed this reading, hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and let me know. Anything else? There are links down below to donate if you feel so moved to do so. I am on maternity leave right now. This is one of the few videos that I'm pre-recording before I go to, I think I'm going to release this one in the next couple days, honestly. Yeah, this one's coming out in the next couple days. But yeah, there are typically a whole bunch of different services that I offer. I will be offering those again in a couple months, probably. Kind of slowly getting back into that, but for right now, it's just these videos. My absolute love, devotion, and adoration for each and every single one of you. If you are new to this channel, welcome. If you like the vibe, join the tribe. The videos will be a bit sporadic and sort of spaced out while I'm on my maternity leave, but we'll be fully back at it very soon again, I'm sure. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Talk to you soon.